Oops. Hi, Mike.
Hello.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Mary
Good to meet
Kay.
you too, Mary Kay.
Did you have any trouble finding the place?
No, not at all.
Okay, that's
It's
good.
pretty simple.
Oh, I see my receptionist got your water.
Yep.
Would you like a coffee or anything?
No, I'm good with water.
Okay, all right. Before we begin, I just want to go over something. It's about confidentiality. I want you to know that anything you say here with me will be kept confidential.
Okay.
However, I am under a legal obligation to report anything I hear about child abuse or elder abuse, or if somebody with a handicap was being abused. I'm under a legal obligation to report that. And if you're feeling suicidal or homicidal, I'm also under an obligation to report that. But if you're feeling suicidal, I will we'll see what we can do. Talk. I will.
Okay. I don't think it's come quite to that yet.
Okay. Well, I want you to know I'll stay here with you and we'll talk about things. Okay.
All right.
All right. So I understand you're not happy with your career choice after how long? 32 years?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been with a security officer for 32 years.
Okay.
And it's come to the point with, I think it's with my age, and it's become kind of a little stressful.
Stressful?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the way things are going in the world today, I worry more about that than, because I do carry a weapon, and I think it could possibly have problems, with someone getting out of hand or something.
Okay. That's a
And I may end up on the bad end of it if something would to happen.
okay. So what I hear you're saying is that you're worried that something bad might happen at work, and you're
Yeah.
worried about you're losing your life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or somebody else probably losing theirs
Okay.
because something, could have been avoided.
Okay. That's a legitimate fear. Okay.
Yeah.
What types of jobs did you have before this?
I did all odd jobs. I worked with contractors, and I worked labor on a gas pipeline, and worked in a lumber mill. Yeah, I've done all kinds of varieties of jobs, but
Out of those jobs, which ones did you like the best?
actually, at that age, when I was that young, it didn't bother me with any kind of physical labor. Yeah, I didn't mind any of that at all.
Okay.
This job here requires more training and physicals, and we have to qualify a couple times a year.
Okay. That's where you shoot the guns and
Yes.
qualify, and that's how little I know about it. You shoot the guns, and if you shoot them good enough, you get to keep your job, right?
Right.
Is that my understanding? Okay.
Yeah.
And you have
Just
to
gotta
do that
pass.
twice a year?
Mm-hmm.
This is Cooter. She's our therapy cat. And Cooter sometimes likes to get in the way a little. Sometimes too much. Oops, sorry about that. She likes it when I do this. If you could do anything at this age, what would it be?
At my age, just a normal routine of a job where, you didn't have to really have any situations where you had to do a lot of, I don't know,
Work.
not actually work, but I was thinking more on the lines of daily routine with it, where it was
Daily.
easy. you know,
Okay.
that you didn't have to worry about things like stress
Guns.
and guns and,
Okay. This is Lulu. She's our other therapy cat. And somehow they got out of the locked basement. I don't know how that happened.
Lulu, come on, get down, you know.
Let me ask you. Do you learn best by hands-on training or books? Or how do you learn best? How do you
Yeah,
retain
I
information?
like the hands-on,
Hands-on?
yeah, I think it gives you more effect on how you work your job.
Okay. Ooh, she's a persistent little thing. So hands-on, huh?
Yep, I think that's the best way to learn some things.
Yes. Well, if you don't mind me asking, at your age, why do you still want to work?
Well, I haven't thought about any type of retirement. And I think if I kept on working, it'd just be good for me to be doing that than to stop working,
Keep busy?
just to keep myself going
Okay.
and the income would help, you know,
Okay.
because I have a wife that, she's going through school right now and with me still working, you know, part-time and keeping the income coming in, it will help.
Okay. All right.
And it would be good for me too. I don't
Keep
think,
moving?
yeah,
Okay.
I don't think I could sit around all day.
I kind of noticed that about you. You like to stay active.
Yeah.
I can't see you sitting whittling.
No, I would sit on the porch and whittle all day now.
Well, Mike, what do you think? What do you think your strengths and weaknesses are? This is Daisy, our therapy dog.
Hi, Dee. My strengths, I think, are my loyalty to the job.
Okay. I was gonna ask next question, but I'll get to it.
If I work for somebody, I always try to do the best I possibly can, you know,
Okay.
and keep a good relationship with people I meet.
Okay. Have you been in the military?
Yes, I was, yeah.
Okay, I can, with some of your answers, I can.
I was in the military for 3 years.
3 years?
Marine Corps.
Marine Corps?
It was a good 3 years.
Okay.
Learned a lot.
So loyalty, what else?
You always want to maintain a amount of integrity and persistence helps, you know, to keep the job. That's pretty much all I can think of it as far as what it is to keep yourself working and keep a good job, keep a good reputation, you know.
Okay. Yeah, as soon as you said loyalty, I was thinking, I wonder if he's in the military. Okay, husband. Now, your weaknesses. What would you say your weaknesses are?
Well, my weaknesses started, I guess, when I was in high school, because I wasn't a real fan of school. But, yeah, I have, I can't seem to maintain, I can study, but I have to put a lot into studying
To
in order
retain the information.
to keep the information, and,
Okay.
yeah, I have a problem with my memory.
Okay.
And that's, yeah, it's hard if you don't, I think you gotta keep an open mind about what you're doing
All right.
and be persistent, like I said before,
Okay.
at a job, and sometimes I'm what was it, the word I wanted to use? I'm kind of a guy that would sometimes put off some things that I could probably do.
Okay, procrastinating.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm on the procrastination thing,
okay.
and I try to help myself and get better at it, but I notice as the days go on, there's some things I should do, but
You are not the only one.
I put it off for another day.
I can promise you that. I can promise you are not the only procrastinator. What was the highest level of education you completed?
Well, I went to community college for 2 years,
Okay,
and the mill I worked at, we got laid off, and I did 2 years of auto refinishing, and then I took some basic courses that you had to take along with that, like algebra, and I took I love American history.
okay. You
I
love?
took it, yeah,
You love? Okay.
history classes.
Okay, so you got.
And then you had to take first aid and how to learn how to manage a shop, paint shop or
Okay,
auto refinishing.
okay.
And then
If you could do anything in the world, what would you do? Like, just anything, what would it be? Like, you don't need to go to school for it, you don't need to learn anything, you just already know it, what would it be? What would you,
in any form,
any form,
any form.
any form.
Right now, I think I'd like to get involved in doing metal detecting,
Metal detecting?
historical sites. I like.
Historical sites?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's not. It's like finding history. You know, there's things in the ground that
I've been there.
tell you a lot about
Yeah,
where you live and the area you live in and
okay.
what
Have
went
you-
on
Have you taken any steps to, like, have you bought a metal detector yet?
Yeah, I
Have you
have
gone
it.
around?
there. I have a metal detector
Okay,
and I hope to get better at it. I'm still learning it.
okay. It's kind of like one of those things you gotta
Yeah.
get a feel for.
The equipment you use, yeah, you have to know how to use it.
Okay, alright.
And yeah, it seems pretty interesting to me.
I know it does. Are there a lot of historical sites around where you live that you could talk to somebody and
Sure,
ask them?
you could get, yeah, I'm sure, I don't know, some people, you're always gonna get a no.
Mm-hmm.
As people say, well, you're not gonna be digging up in my front yard, and digging holes but it's a pretty precise thing. If you get better at it, as you get better at it, you can't even tell that someone's been there to detect
Right.
metals.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds interesting. That sounds really interesting. Would that be more of a hobby, or, because, I mean, what I'm hearing
Yeah,
is you're enjoying doing it, and it would be nice if it,
I could
paid the bill.
supplement that,
Okay,
it would be more of a hobby, but I
Right.
could fit it into my work schedule if it was
Okay.
part-time,
yes, and it would be wonderful if,
Yeah, it'd be some way to
treasure hunting.
just get all that out of your head
Mhm.
instead of working and
Well, you mentioned when you came in that you wanted something where there was pretty just no stress. You just went in and there was a routine.
yeah.
And what have you come up with so far that how our little
okay.
therapy
It's
she
okay.
she must sense stress on you. She's a stress sensing.
But yeah, I'm not sure. I've been looking around and looking over jobs, that were less stressful,
Like what? What have you come across so far
Well,
that you
working,
would wanna do?
I sometimes, enjoy working with the public.
Okay,
So anything like in a counter in a store,
Okay.
counter work in a store,
okay,
that's pretty much routine, not real stressful.
okay, like a clerk in a
Cashier,
gas station
Clerk,
or,
yeah, work in a
Okay.
service station
well, sometimes that might be dangerous too.
yeah, well, that's a possibility.
This is true. I see something on here about Uber driving. Did you,
Well, I've
Mention-
looked into that,
Mhm.
and some of those delivery jobs,
mm-hmm,
when I was younger, I had a delivery job with a florist.
oh, well,
And
and you have run into happy people all the time. 'Cause
Oh,
you're-
yeah, it was,
You're bringing them flowers.
yeah, it was a pretty neat job. Well, there was some downside to it, cause you had to go drop flowers off at funeral parlors.
Yeah, I guess that would not be.
But, yeah, some kind of delivery job where you drove the same territory,
Mm-hmm,
a couple days a week, and that seems just fine with me.
okay,
Driving's not a problem.
okay. Good driving record.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Mike. Well, how about this? Tonight when you go home, how about you make a list of your all the jobs you would like to do, okay? And all the jobs you think you're qualified for. And when you come back next week, we'll see what we can come up with.
Right.
But until then, I want you to keep on thinking about that because I think that job in a storefront, if that sounds like it's something you would like to do,
Mhm.
and you already know it's something you would like to do, maybe pick up some applications. Let me ask
Right.
you, will it be hard for you to say goodbye to your old job?
Somewhat, yes. Yeah, it would be, cause I've been there so long
Right.
and created some friends through
Mm-hmm.
that job I've known for a long time. And, yeah, that would be it. Not difficult,
Right.
but I know we keep in touch,
Mhm. Right.
Yeah, you can maintain a friendship without the job, I guess.
Yeah. Yes, you can. And if this would be easier for you in your health, then it's definitely the way to go.
Yeah, oh yeah, I think so.
I see something on here that you had open heart surgery 8 years ago.
Yeah, that was a big change in my life. And that was a big problem. Coming back from that, it was a triple bypass,
Mm-hmm.
which I didn't realize that, I could see I was having problems because I was, losing my strength and
How's your strength
walking
now?
was hard.
Walking was hard.
Oh yeah, it was hard for a while.
How are
Trying to
you
get
feeling
that.
now?
Oh, I'm doing fine now. Yeah, I haven't had a problem with my heart since then. Yeah.
Well, this is a big decision. This is a big step, especially, after working somewhere for 32 years,
I know.
And if you feel you're ready to,
It's been
Make
part of
the
my life
change.
for that length of time. Yeah, and that change, it won't be hard, but it won't be easy.
right. Well, you gotta do what's best for you.
Yeah, oh, always, yeah. Help out the family.
All right, Mike, well, it was great talking to you.
It was good talking to you too. I like, a lot of times, that's what these sessions, I hope will help.
Well, they should, you know what I mean, and just, it can be a slow transition, you know,
Sure.
what you're trying to do, you know. Talk with management, and maybe, you know, slowly, you know, ease out, you know,
Yeah,
work on one day less a week every week, and leave it open in case you wanna go back, you know, you've worked there 32 years. But you gotta start looking out for your health and your stress and, you know,
I know,
look out for you. Keep you happy.
yeah,
And you can do your metal detecting on the side.
that would be fun.
Yeah. Alright, Mike, it was good talking to you.
Good
And I
talking to
will
you, Mary
see you
Kay.
next week.
Alright,
Alright,
glad to meet you.
glad to meet you too. Alright, and I'm sure all the crew here was glad to meet you as well. Oh.